Chris Barnes, I think a lot of people through the years, he's the best bowler on the tour, he's the best bowler on the tour, but there's a lot of times on TV in that one-match final where he doesn't show up. Now, if he doesn't show up, he's got another match to show up. And another solid start for Barnes.
And Rob, I think that's a huge advantage for Chris. He's such a tactical player. When given enough time, he figures him out, and then he just bombs him. And that's exactly what's going to happen today. He gets 2 games instead of 1. They had a lot of practice in between the last match and this game here. And I've got to tell you, I think it's a huge advantage for Chris as you see Dick Allen making a ball change.
Drop and give me 10 for Allen. He'll admit to you, he's more of a field player. He's not technical to the degree that Barnes is, but that's how he likes to operate, and you can see it in his personality as well. That's just kind of the way Dick Allen rolls.
He started with a mission, and he went to a mission 250K, but I'm going to tell you right now, if Dick Allen were to win this tournament, nothing would mean more to him than beating Chris Barnes. I mean, he doesn't want to beat, you know, a guy that just walked off the street. He wants to beat this guy right here.
Dick told us yesterday he beat Barnes for a regional title about a decade ago, and he's mockingly telling us, I'm sure he's still stinging about that. I'm sure he remembers that, you know. But he's honest. He said he's my favorite bowler. It's so good, man. How do you not want to bowl against that guy? And that's that's
good stuff.
That's classic Richie / Dick Allen right there.
It's funny because I had a conversation with Chris about that very story. I'll tell you about it in a second.
Here is Barnes. Strike in the first. Here's his effort in the second. He started off our first match with 6 straight strikes. And another great start.
So Chris brought that very same story up. He said, yeah, Richie Allen beat me for this regional title. For Richie, it was, you know, the greatest time of his life. For me, it was just a warm-up for the next tournament I was bowling.
Oh, good times. Good times. Chris Barnes, this will be his 8th top 20 finish of the season and 6th in the top 10. As the 6th highest average this season on the tour. And another strike. So Chris Barnes, 6th highest average on the tour this season. You expect that. You look through the numbers, you say, that sounds about right. Maybe even actually a little low for a guy like Chris Barnes. You look up, who's at number 3? The guy in all white today, Dick Allen. Wow. And a 10-pin shy of an opening triple for Allen.
And immediately the difference in ball reaction from what I see is that Richie's trying to go much straighter. Chris has already moved in and starting to create angle. And I think that's something that Richie will have to start thinking about in terms of pin carry if he has the same carry problems this game that he had last game.
Allen takes care of that one. NBA playoffs continue on ABC this afternoon. Game 1 of the Hornets-Lakers series as bowling fan Chris Paul leads New Orleans against the Lakers, who are looking for a 3rd straight NBA title. You can see that one at 3:30. Coverage actually begins with the Buick Regal NBA Countdown at 3 Eastern.
And Rob, just so you know, Andrew Bynum's knee, perfectly healthy for Game 1.
Oh, you talked to him? You talked to him today?
Or so I'm being told.
Oh, okay. Sources close to Randy Peterson.
Yeah.
Messenger nestles to the 10, can't drop it.
See how the ball's just pushing too long down the lane? For Richie, it's all about getting the ball into the lane a little bit sooner and cutting back on the ball speed. You see he's moved in a little bit, but now he's got to give it a chance to react, and all he needs to do is just get a little softer with the speed.
So looking for his 2nd consecutive
Look out.
Oh boy, good balance there from Allen. We've seen a couple of footing issues from him already today.
That was athletic there. Watch this. Whoa. I'd have gone head first right in the middle of the lane.
That takes some core strength and some big-time balance, because you've got a lot of energy and motion going towards that line to put on the brakes and hold it off. Barnes in the fourth. How about a little ham bone this Sunday?
This guy's on cruise control. Looks real comfortable, in complete control of what he's doing. Real solid. Richie Allen knows he's in a fight. Remember, this is not two-game total pinfall. It's just 2 games. If Chris Barnes were to win both games, obviously he would be your winner. If they split, we go to a sudden death 1-ball roll-off. Richie Allen just needs to figure him out and stay close, start striking and put some heat and pressure on Chris Barnes.
Barnes, if he were to win today, would be the first player to win more than 1 title this season. If you go through the history, Randy, the PBA Tour, it has never happened that a player has not won multiple titles in a season. That even goes back to the first season of the tour in 1959. Barnes an open frame. Goes back to 59 when there were only 3 events. And Dick Weber won 2 of them. But here's a big gap from Barnes.
It's just hard to explain. I mean, it looks like he's on cruise control. He's throwing it great. All of a sudden, he gets a little quick with 1 shot and then whiffs a spare.
All right. Much better shot.
Not enough.
Best shot you've thrown today.
Back end entry angle into the pocket
Good
to carry
time.
the corner pins.
Only got about 40 minutes of bowling left. You make it count. Let's go.
He's got to somehow find a way, whether he tricks it up with his hand, speed, or goes to a different bowling ball, to make the ball finish harder in the back part of the lane.
This will be his 3rd straight 10-pin conversion for a spare should he drop it. And he does.
Nice approaches today. Nice.
Well, he's obviously not real excited about his footing and the approaches. A lot of times the approaches get affected by the humidity around the set.
You guys can blow them.
When the lights go up, the humidity sometimes tends to change, and that will affect synthetic approaches.
Me too. A little hard into it.
Also, you start cramming a bunch of bodies in this small arena. There it is.
Tight one here in match number 1 of the Dick Weber Playoff Championship. Dick Allen in pursuit of his 3rd career PBA title. A little stare today. Good-looking young man. Met him yesterday. And talked to Chris Barnes about being the focus of a young kid's make-a-wish wish. And he said it's pretty cool. When I was first told about it, I was speechless. And to think you could make an impression like that on a young man, incredibly humbling and a huge responsibility at the same time.
Go.
We got the go to go.
Yeah, he's got a good touch going at the bottom of the swing, and that ball got a little wide of target, but he had enough stuff on it to get it to Reed and get back to the 1-3.
Take a look at some of the other finishers here in Indianapolis. The man who came in 4th, our good friend, the Ripper, Jack Jarrett. Jarris there in 5th. Jason Belmonte lost to that man, Chris Barnes. He finished in 6th. TJ, Tommy Jones in 7th. And the living legend, Walter Ray Williams Jr. in 8th. And another strike for Barnes.
Rebounded nicely from the open frame in the 5th.
David likes it.
Son Ryan likes it.
That 10-pin
no.
really causing Allen some problems here in match 1.
Yeah, it's been all about carry for Dick Allen today. Somehow I just can't seem to get Richie out of my head because, number one, it's on the back of his shirt. But it's been all about carry and carry issues for him. 10-pin, 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 10. 4 10-pins in 7 frames. You're not going to beat anybody leaving 10 pins 4, 5, 6 times a game. It's just not going to happen, especially against a guy like Chris Barnes who's locked in. He's able to string strikes. Richie started with a double, then it was 3-9 spares, a strike on the 6th, and then another ring in 10.
Good thing, though, for Allen, still a manageable deficit, A. And number B, he has another match to try and get back this in. Did I say number B?
That's what you said, number B.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got to get back to the books.
There you go.
Back on the strike train is Dick Allen.
Much better bar action.
Last couple shows, Allen was wearing the all black. He's like, man, everybody's going to be rooting against me. Everybody likes Barnes. Everybody likes the story about Randy Weiss trying to win his first title. How about me? I'm going to put on the white hat, be the good cowboy, and see if I can get some fans in here. And he's doing that, but Barnes,
there it is. Remember the last shot on that lane, Rob? Got it wide, came back and kind of tickled the rack. This time he throws a pretty good shot, checks early, goes right through the face, leaving a big 4.
It's only been completed one time on television. Walter Ray Williams Jr. did it in 2005. Yeah, the look of surprise and then the look of, oh boy, what do I got to do here?
He may have just lost this match because of that one shot.
This could be his second open frame of this match. Could be and will be.
And the bigger issue, he's got to finish on that lane in the 10th frame, and right now he doesn't have a clue as to what his ball's going to do on that lane.
It's amazing in this sport how you can go from just being absolutely in control, nobody's going to get in your way, and then like that, it U-turns on you.
It's the invisible demon that's applied to the lane surface that nobody can see.
Leaves the 10-pin.
Another ring in 10 on the left lane for Chris Barnes. With a spare here, he can strike out in the 10th frame for just $218 now. Richie Allen can strike out for $237. And just when it looked like this was going to be a rout, Richie Allen is right back in it. Look at that grin, like he just came out of the chicken coop with a couple of prize hens. Huh? Little sly dog.
Come on, approach.
There's his first lead. And Allen pointing to a spot on the approach. Sticking has been an issue for him all afternoon. There it is. There's that big balance issue in the 4th frame.
That was on the left lane.
And here on the right,
Oh, no.
little wild release of that follow-through leg. Now he moves back to the left lane.
1 strike, 6 pins away from shutting out Barnes, Rob.
There's your strike.
I guarantee just one shot for the guy. Just one.
I wish he'd give us a sign that he's excited. Vuvuzelas are out, and this young man has just dominated this tournament.
Woo, baby! Woo! I guarantee just one shot for the guy. Just one.
6 pins. And he will wrap up match number 1 versus Barnes. There's 6 and then some. One win away from tour title number 3 for Dick Allen. We thought he was out of this one. Barnes opened the door for him with an open frame in the 5th and the 8th.
Not really sure what that was.
That was a look-away strike.
No, he threw it off his right leg.
Just dropped it, rolled it, walk away. Get all 10 to go.
That's Dick Allen for you, baby.
How about them? How about them apples? When we return, we visually